been waiting way too long. Yeah, I've been down here trying to get it. Yeah, I've been waiting way too long.
This is the video for Geometry Chapter 9. We're going to look at translations. This chapter is all about transformations, and so this is the first transformation that we will look at. A pre-image is going to be the original figure, and then the image will be what is created by the transformation. And again, when I say transformation, I mean translation, rotation, reflection, dilation, or possibly a combination of any one of those. A translation specifically is something that moves every point of a figure, which we call the pre-image, the same distance in the same direction. You may have heard a translation before called a slide, and that's what we're going to be doing. So we're looking at this problem. We have quadrilateral A, B, C, D, and there are the coordinates for those points. And we want to translate the quadrilateral according to the following rule. And that rule is x comma y translates to x plus 3 comma y minus 1. So we're just going to do those operations. We're going to add 3 to our x, and we're going to subtract 1 from our y. So let's go ahead and figure out what the new coordinates would be. We are calling this A prime, A prime. And so this is going to be negative 1 plus 3, comma 2 minus 1. I'm going to write it the long way first. B prime, which is the new image, or the image, B prime is going to be negative 1 plus 3, comma 5 minus 1. C prime is going to be 4 plus 3, comma 6 minus 1. And D prime will be 4 plus 3, comma 2 minus 1. So now I'm going to go ahead and simplify this. So A prime will be 2, comma 1. B prime will be 2, comma 4. C prime will be 7, comma 5. And D prime will be 7, comma 1. So now I'm going to plot the original and the new image, so the pre-image and the image, on a coordinate plane. All right, so here is my pre-image and my image. The pre-image is in pink purple and the image is in blue. Notice that those have the prime, so A prime, B prime, C prime, D prime. That's after the translation. So as you can see, every point moved to the right 3 and moved down 1. That's what happens when we add 3 to the x. That means if we add, we move to the right. If we're to subtract from the x, we'd be moving to the left. And when we subtract from the y, that means we're moving down. And so that's what happened here. This is called an isometry because these are congruent polygons. So a transformation that preserves length and angle measure is called an isometry. In other words, it creates a congruent figure to the original. And just real quickly, let's review what kind of figure this is. It has 4 sides, so it's a quadrilateral. But more specifically, I notice that it has one pair of parallel sides. How do I know that those are parallel? Because they both have an undefined slope. Whereas BC and AD are not parallel. AD has a 0 slope and BC has the slope of 1 over 5. So these are both trapezoids and they are congruent trapezoids. A translation will always give you a congruent shape.
I've been waiting way too long.